So welcome back to the interview section. We've got our expert with us here today. It's Mr. Stroodles himself, Maxim Gelmann. So Maxim, thank you so much for joining us. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, thanks for having me. It's a great pleasure. So yeah, I'm Maxim and better known as Mr. Stroodles. And basically I'm the founder of Stroodles Eco Tableware, basically trying to show and inspire how easy and fun sustainability can be, and set up the company about 3.5 years ago, kind of with a wide range of products, like with the pasta drinking straw, edible spoons, cups, plates. So basically just easy changes without much compromises.
That's great. Now, you mentioned pasta straws there. I've seen paper straws. We've moved away from plastic straws, but how did you come up with pasta straws?
Yes, so that's the beauty, in its packaging with Mr. Stroodles. That's our little sustainability hero. So no, basically just saw tubular pasta being used for fun. And basically then all things started making click in my head, and decided that it's a genius solution and kind of needs to be rolled out and shown to the world, because it's a small solution to a very big problem.
It is wonderful as well, because now I've been given paper straws in the past, and at first I was like, wow, cool, paper straws, it's not plastic, that's great, amazing. And then I was like, what is this soggy mess of a thing? Why? So no,
strudels last an hour, don't go soggy. Afterwards you can throw it to the fish, it's nice appetizer, or give it to the dogs. So it's basically it's as good as it comes to a solution, because you still for some drinks need a straw, so you might as well strudel it in that sense. Because that's the whole point. We're just trying to show that you can still go about enjoying your milkshake, your Coke, or your any drink, any liquid really, while kind of not having to feel guilty and doing good for the environment. And so subconsciously, that's how we chose to deliver that message of fun sustainability, that it doesn't need to be delivered in this doom and gloom scenario, but through fun, happy, and Mr. Strudel.
It is definitely fun. It really is. So you've obviously got your pasta straws. What led you to go into sort of other edible tableware?
Yeah, well, it was just a natural extension, really, because I mean, obviously, it's good to replace one thing, but then I think some people use more, I don't know, cups, there's more scenarios. So it's just about having as many touch points as possible that allow to make more difference in that sense. And so all other tableware was kind of the most next obvious choice, so to say. So that's when obviously the edible cups, so I've bitten that one off, little edible spoons and different flavors. So that's where that then came from, basically.
Big question. How good does it taste?
Very good. The cups taste like ice cream cone, basically, like wafer, but while still keeping its integrity. So they last 40 minutes with hot and cold drinks. Then the spoons, I mean, that's a chocolate one. So it tastes basically of just like a piece of chocolate. That's an oat flavored one. And then I have bigger normal soup spoons. They're black pepper, masala, classic, and chocolate flavor again. So basically you can eat your cereal bowl, eat your spoon, basically consume the whole thing, no more washing up. So energy cost saving there as well.
It's so good. I mean, I've seen the party packs online, and I just think that if you're going to somebody's party, and that comes out on the table, it gives you that, a certain je ne sais quoi. You come out there and it's obviously it's not plastic, but it's not paper either, and you don't then have to go and rewash it, and you just there's your food. Guess what? You can eat the bowl as well. I mean, if I went to a party and that was there, I would go absolutely crazy. I'd be like, this is the best party ever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's exactly that effect we want to create, that it's kind of it's as easy as that, and because it will have that effect on people, that kind of allows to carry on the message, basically.
So how is it in line with SDG 12, responsible production and consumption?
Yeah. No, I mean, at the end of the day, like we're just basically trying to, well, do like, well, help people, educate people and do a bigger picture and like showcase and save basically the world, or like offer different solutions to plastic, because we can't erase it. So like it's just a fact. I mean, yeah, obviously no straw is the perfect solution, but like that's not possible because so many drinks just A, require it, B, it's just habit. Same with like, I mean, you still need cups, spoons and stuff like that. So it's just basically like doing like not compromising experience, while basically like giving people the opportunity to make a change, and obviously then like make something good that doesn't harm the marine life and stuff like that.
It's amazing. I mean, I
Rather
do a
gives
lot
them
of litter
food.
picks with my daughter. We collect
Yeah.
rubbish on the way to school every day. And the amount of times there's like, you know, paper or plastic cups just on the floor, or, you know, a plate, or you go to a birthday party and at the end of it, see, for me, this is like where this is such a
Yeah.
fantastic idea. You know, at the end of the birthday party, there's just so much junk and rubbish. But the other thing is the amount of food waste there is, because people will like leave it on the plate. Now, if you
Yeah.
can eat your plate, then you're not going to waste food either. So there's that extra benefit on top of it. So
Yeah.
I look at it with all of these different like eyes on it, and I just think there's I'm looking for a negative because I want to play devil's advocate, you know, but I just think if I went to a birthday party or any kind of party, and there was edible tableware there, I'd eat all the food and then I'd eat the plates as well.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
there's just so little waste at the end of it. It's such
Yeah.
a,
And the
a
host will be happy because you've consumed it all.
exactly. It's a really like a forward thinking idea. I really like it.
Thank
Now, obviously, this is it's a sustainable business. You are doing it not only to save the planet, you're doing it to raise awareness as well. You're doing it to you know, in a fun way, like you're saying. But of course, it's a business as well. So, you know, it's at the end of the day, you're out to you want to make money, you want to make a profit. Otherwise, you won't be able to continue to raise awareness. You won't be able to continue to be fun. So what would you say to other people hoping to start a sustainable business?
Well, to just basically do it. I mean, you'll hear a lot of people then saying, no, what are you doing and stuff like that. So it's just, I mean, nowadays it's very easy to start a business in general. I mean, some of it doesn't even require much capital. So just basically like, yeah, not be disheartened because I mean, by other people, especially now there's lots of like ears for new businesses in that space, to just basically like, yeah, if someone has, especially kids, because I do a lot of like talks, like, I mean, so many great ideas out there, and then like they get disheartened by like people around them, to just basically go for it and like not listen to anyone. There's still some good advice out there, but like filter the advice that's good and that not destructive. Because I mean, plus in the worst case, I mean, yeah, you started, you learn something, you do something else. So especially at a young age. So just, yeah, just basically put, because there's a lot of like amazing ideas that never get put into practice. Hence, like you never know, and like it's relatively easy to also find support structures. If someone is in a place where there is no support, there's always like enough resources online and offline to help build businesses.
And yeah, if you'd listened to people who said no, then where would we be?
Yeah,
There would
exactly.
be no Strudels, but you kept going,
Yeah.
and I'm delighted. And I'd like to know, where can people get their hands on
Yeah.
Strudel stuff?
Well, yeah, exactly. So I mean, like, yeah, depending on the countries, but then otherwise, like, it's on the website for sure, strudels.co.uk. In the UK, it's also available on Amazon. And then like in some different, I mean, Norway, and then in Spain, there are some stores that then do sell it alongside using the straws, for example, for the drinks.
I can't wait till it's truly international. Like
well, exactly.
When you
Everyone
can see Mr Stroodles in every country, that's going to be.
No, yeah, I mean, that's what I want. I want him to develop into this kind of like symbol of sustainability, to be kind of like, well, the counterpart of David Attenborough, in that sense, that like basically portrays sustainability, a fun image. I'm just trying to rewire the communication and perception of sustainability in that sense. And he's basically the mascot or ambassador of it.
So the big question, what next for Stroodles? You know, we've got edible tableware, we've got pasta straws. Come on, what next? Are we going to have an edible tablecloth or a dissolvable door? I don't know. What next?
It's good ideas, good ideas. No, I mean, basically, so yeah, we're just basically trying to then move into other areas. But they're not necessarily going to be edible anymore, because I mean, I guess it goes only that far in that sense of like what can be edible, but it's more about like just bringing products to people that meet our criteria in the sense of like, yeah, being sustainable, kind of like, and then no compromise products, kind of like easy to use without much change in lifestyle or anything.
I absolutely love it. And when I first saw it, it wasn't that long ago. It was only a few months ago that I saw it. It was with kids. Well, you can see over my shoulder, Kids Against Plastic there. My daughter's a member of the CAP club. And I was obviously there at one of the meetings, and there was a video from Thomas who works with the Scouts. And yeah, he saw that he mentioned this Stroodles badge, and I was like, Stroodles?
What's that?
What is Stroodles? You know, I looked into it and I was just like, wow, like this is brilliant.
Oh, thank you.
So
we're trying to get everyone strudling.
it's just such a lovely idea, and like as an educator myself, being able to tap into that kind of fun aspect, particularly with younger people, with like much younger people, with kids, you know, with teenagers, I think it's important that they do get some eco-anxiety and they realize, you know, this is a bit scary, you know, that, you know, we do need to act on it. But when it comes to, especially with young kids and early teens as well, like we need to get their motivation up. We need to get their sustainable juices going. And this is it. This is brilliant.
Thank you. No, we're trying.
I like to be in the UK to try it out.
Yeah, soon. No, yeah, so that's why like we're trying, also planning maybe like some form of kids brand ambassador program as well. There's also an English lesson plan written where basically you can learn or like teach to write persuasive adverts using Stroodles products. So yeah, just again, try like also that Scout badge you just mentioned. So yeah, we're just trying to do our bit.
Exactly, and it is really refreshing to see. You know, there are a lot of green businesses out there, and I say that in the loosest term, like, you know, they get an idea and then they, you know, they really go with the idea and they push their green idea, but they don't give much back. And what I see from Stroodles is a lot of giving back and a lot of paying forward, I guess. You know, you're giving, not even necessarily giving back, you're just giving to society, you're giving to the youth, you're providing them with ideas, you're providing them with inspiration and you know, this entrepreneurial training as well. So it's not simply the, hey guys, don't use plastic, but you're also like, hey guys, don't use plastic, but also develop your ideas to try and, you know, become better people, better business people, and, you know, advance in that way as well. So I have to say thanks to you.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. It's very rewarding to hear. No, I mean, exactly, because there's just like so many kids who have amazing ideas, and like a lot of them don't see the light of day, but who knows, one might be the solution kind of thing.
The next Stroodles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. One day, hopefully, people will be referring to it exactly like the next Stroodles. Like it's gonna be like the next thing in sustainability.
Exactly. Well, here's hoping that Stroodles becomes the first Stroodles, and then one of the people you train becomes the next one.
Next Strudel. Yeah, exactly. We'll Strudel it forward.
Exactly. Strudel it forward. There we go. We've just invented a new thing.
Yeah, exactly. New phrase, new campaign.
It's been wonderful, absolutely wonderful having you here. Thank you so much for answering our questions, and with that smile that you always have. I can see where Mr. Stroodles got his smile from. Absolutely brilliant. Maxim, you've been wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Cheers.